Ooh, different camera angle. Yeah, there's nothing really exciting. There's nothing really exciting about viewing things at a different way, which makes it easier for me to record. But every off-topic thing aside, and getting my brain to think before speak, I have good news and I have bad news. Starting with the bad news. Rest in peace, AKG K240. I'll explain in a second. But for the good news, I have 2 sets of headphones to review. First one, oh god, I shouldn't have recorded this. The Beyerdynamic DT 770 Pros. Yeah, I had to return the K240s to get these because I didn't have the money. Yeah, these are the limited edition black DT 770s, and I got these because I actually just like the way they look. Oh god, hair. Ew. It's gross. You could get these for somewhere around like $150 to $200. I got them for $160, refurbished. That's how they were sold. These are brand new. Well, I've been using them for 3 weeks, but when I got them, they're brand new. I can actually show you the box. I'm also not recording in stereo anymore because with the way I'm recording now, it just sounds like I'm on the left channel all the time. Move. Oh god, okay, it says recertified, but Beyerdynamic recertified. They might be refurbished, they might not be. I say they're brand new because these headphones specifically need burn-in time, which basically means the drivers need breaking in. They need to be used, and as they're being used, they get better. My Grados did this too, but it was nowhere near as bad as these. When I first pulled these out of the box, I thought I ordered the wrong thing. They sounded horrible. I don't have them with me, but they sounded like the Five Below set of headphones I reviewed in the first video I did. There was no treble. Actually, no, there was treble, but it was really harsh. There was no bass, mostly mids. It was pretty bad. So I started just using them for about an hour, and they got better. Okay, hang on. I'm using my iMac here as a light, but it's kind of just working as a backlight, making everything look really bad. Gray. Can I fix that? Okay, well now everything's just darker, but I guess it's gonna look a little bit better. I could probably do something in post. For that reason, I think I'm just going to let's have my screensaver up. That'll add some pizzazz to it. Okay. Yeah, I don't even remember what the heck I was talking about. I first pulled these out of the box. They sounded like garbage. Oh, I used them for about an hour and they sounded better. They sounded a lot better. They were nowhere near as harsh. It kind of smoothed out. There was a little bit more bass. They just got better. Then I found some video on YouTube that helps break in the headphones, and they actually got even better after that. I think they're fully burnt in now, so they're about as good as they can get. These are also another thing, these are the 80 ohm edition. I was gonna, oh god, autofocus, can you please? I was thinking about getting the 250s and a desktop amp because the 250s were cheaper. They're like $10 cheaper. I got these for about $160 refurbished. I think I already said that. The 250s I think were $144, but the amp I wanted, I think it was just some Theo desktop amp. That was about $150, and I didn't have $300. So I got the 80s and they're perfect. These things they're just flat. They're reference headphones. It's what they're supposed to do. Because I got these because I looked at the sound profile of these things and they're just, crap. Is the old SE does this have charge on it? No. Okay, let me just get the keyboard in here. Just look at, our things. Angle up. Okay, so these are the K240 Mark IIs. This is the only thing that I could find to find the sound profile for the K240s that I had. This is the 770 Pro. It's just everything below high mids is just flat. It keeps going all the way down in the sub bass. And these things have a frequency response of like 5 hertz to 35 kilohertz. This measurement is only 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Obviously past the high mid, it kind of just, but that's just where like I think pretty sure like low treble is where most lead guitars and solos and stuff are, and mid treble is about where like crashes. Everything after that is just noise. It's pretty flat. But looking at the bass, because like the Grados, let me see if I can find those. Okay, let's just say the Grado amps, because they're close enough to, well, no, they're not close to the SR60s, but they're close enough for what I'm trying to say here. These are open back, which is why they have this little bit of roll off in the bass, and this is just, you know, Grado hemp. That's definitely a pair of headphones I want to get at some point. These are the 770s. Those are closed back. They're not open, but these ear pads let a lot of noise in. But I mean, I kind of prefer that because again, I can hear people yelling at me from across the house. The 880s are semi-open. They're actually a little bit flatter. Like everything below low treble is pretty much completely flat, except for mid and low bass. That's got a bit of roll off because they're semi-open. The 990s, I have some buyer's remorse for getting the 770s. I got the 770s because there was an 80 ohm option and they were cheaper, is what I thought. The 990s, you can get the 80 ohm edition. It's not the limited edition black. You could get the 80 ohm standard DT 990s for the exact same price I got those. Those were 160 refurbished. You can get the 990 Pro, just the standard one, for the exact same price, brand new. I think the limited edition black ones were 220 or something like that. So I found that out after I bought these. The iPhone SE camera is not that wide, but you can see for being the 990s are completely open because the 770s closed, 880s semi-open, 990s completely open. They've got bass. I can't give you an actual example because I don't own them, but looking at the sound profile, there's a little bit of roll off near the sub bass, but it's just bass through the rest of it. And it's about the same treble profile as the 770s. I mean, look, they're almost exactly the same. It's just the 770s just keep going. Now, the reason I got the 770s with that flat profile is I thought I was going to be able to hear and feel a lot more bass than anything. But if anything, they're really just not super bassy. They're flat. It's what they're supposed to be, so I have to EQ some bass in. But when you can hear it, ooh, I'm able to hear like 5 hertz. Like the movie I use for testing movies is Terminator 2. Oh my god, it's great. And for being closed back, these are the second widest headphones I've ever owned, and also the second pair of headphones I've owned. I'm not counting get out of your keyboard. Not counting the KZZ. Is it KZ? Because I feel like I heard it was different. It's ZSN, but I have a box. Because I remember hearing something. It wasn't KZ. It was like maybe KS. I think it's KZ. It is KZ. Okay, good. I needed to find that out. Yeah, again, these are completely flat. The sub bass you can hear is amazing, though. I'm not really one to talk about accessories, but there you go. Nope. It's a screw-on 1/4-inch adapter. Now you can't pull it off. The K240s did that too. Eventually I do want to get the K240s back. Maybe an actual pair of AKG K240s made in Austria. Like some of the, like the 600 ohm desktop mixing desktop AKG K240s. Because the K240s now are something like 55 ohms and they're made in China. They're for civilian use. The K240s in the late 70s and 80s, they were meant for studio work, full-on mixing desktop, everything. Because they were 600 ohms and they're made in Austria, which is better than China. Okay, things that aren't made in China normally are better than things made in China, with the exception of the KZZSN Pros. Those are amazing, and that company is actually based in China. It's not some Western company who came up with the design and sent the design to China to get it built for the lowest buck possible. I do want to get a pair of those, but I may or may not be able to, but since now I have an actual job now, oh Jesus, I might be able to get some equipment.